When are those housing prices going to start dropping, huh? Hey, I know that's what you've been wondering. I am Rachel Rajala, your realtor out of Northern Virginia with Remax Allegiance, and these prices are no laughing matter. I get it. They have been escalating like crazy, and people are wondering if it's going to continue, if it's a good time to buy. Let's take a look at all that after we have just ended our first quarter in 2022. Let's take a look back at some data and talk about home price appreciation along with the supply and demand. And if you're a current homeowner, you'll like this one, net worth. Let's get started. So home prices, everyone wants to know if they are going to start going down and if they should wait to purchase. And if we look here at the year over year, as you see the acceleration from January 2021 to this year, January, the prices have appreciated 10%, which is quite a big increase month over month. They really started ramping up there and in the spring months. And then as we hit the summer, we thought maybe we'd see a little dive, but no, they held steady at that 18% for a while. And then December and January, instead of dipping, they continued to rise. So again, that's the direct result, of course, of that supply and demand. Buyers are really competing for homes out there, and it's causing those prices to tick up. If we look at this state by state, it's an interesting map here. It shows the changes in the prices from the last year, and we see that the national average is 17.5% price appreciation last year. Some states were higher, obviously, some lower, but nowhere all across the board was there a depreciation in any states. Home prices are rising throughout the country. And again, a direct result, of course, of that low supply and the high demand. Going back 5 years now, wow, national average of 54.5%. That is huge. Congratulations to all of you that own a home and have through those 5 years. You're sitting pretty, feeling pretty good about that probably. And if you're thinking about selling, now is the time to get some great equity out of your home. If we want to pop that back even further, let's go 30 years back, 1991. Anybody remember that? So the number that obviously jumps out is that 258% increase. Wow, that's massive. So I have clients that often say, is now a good time to buy? You know, they're concerned about buying at the height of the market. The prices are absolutely up there. And is it going to be a good investment right now? Well, if we can go back 30 years and look over time, and if that question was asked, would you do it? I think that's pretty clear. And right now, the home prices have appreciated in value historically. It's been a very strong investment, and we are just seeing them kind of continue to tick up. So yes, I would say jump in now because prices and rates are going up. This chart is the averages of what the experts are saying. And as you see here, CoreLogic is on the high end. Zelman's is on the low end right now with only 3%. But experts are saying across the board that we are going to continue to see price increases, averaging about a 6% increase, which is still a very strong increase. So moving into supply and demand, which is obviously pushing these prices increase. This chart here shows the absorption rate on the market. So How that is tracked is if we have less than 6 months of homes on the market, that's considered a seller's market. Between 6 and 7 is pretty much a normal market, and when you get above 7 months, we call that a buyer's market. I checked just a couple of weeks ago, we were at 0.7 months, 0.7, not even a full month of inventory on the market. So are we in a seller's market? You better believe it. And it's a super, super strong one. So that is, that's what we're looking at now. It doesn't look like it's changing anytime too soon. The new listings really started falling at the end of last year. As you see here, we took a dive. And what's interesting is a lot of times the spring market, which in our Northern Virginia area can start very early depending on the weather, but February, March, we're really seeing an influx of houses typically. And we did here as well, but that continued into the summer months. And I think that was partially caused by the pandemic because maybe people were feeling a little more comfortable during the summer months. Things were lightening up as far as COVID, and they were feeling a little more comfortable getting their homes on the market and allowing people through them too. So that could have attributed to those high summer month inventory or higher. But we did go ahead and see that dip in December for sure. And this is the active listings. As you see, it kind of followed that same suit there as well. So the concern about the housing bubble, of course, going back to should I buy now? Is the market going to implode on us? And a lot of consumers, some agents even think that it will. They think if prices are maxing themselves out and the only where to go is down. But we are in no sort of market like we were back when during the housing crash. And as you see here, this was the month's supply on the market. So going back to that last chart, as you see, 9.6. So we were in a buyer's market here. Actually, last 4 years here, we've been in a very strong seller's market, completely different market, completely different things going on here as well, as far as financing and all that, but I'm not going to get into that right now. So here, this chart is showing the existing home sales that hit a 15-year record since 2009, between 2019 and 21. And we're going to look at the buyer demand as well. We hit a record high in 2021. So this is the number of existing home sales. And you can see that 2019 was 5.4 million in sales. We broke that record in 2020 and again in 2021 with 6.1 million homes sold in the country. So what does that say? It says the buyers are out there for sure. They're looking for homes and they're purchasing homes. So they're active in this process, and we have a very high buyer demand. So with that low inventory, we're significantly different fundamentally than we were in that housing market bubble burst. And the truth is, people who are purchasing these homes can afford them this time around. And I just wanted to show this data because, you know, credit scores are nothing like they were before. Look at this. We were giving loans to people that shouldn't have been getting loans. And now you see that that has really leveled off there. So those orange bars were all the people that were issued loans that had credit scores less than the 620 mark, which is really huge. So if you are worried about any fundamentals of the market, let's think about equity for a second. Homeowners have significantly more equity than today. Net worth. If you've owned your home already, even if for a year, you're probably feeling the benefits of that as far as equity in your home. Those that are desperately wanting to get in to get a piece of this are wondering, is it too late? Well, as we just looked, the numbers are still going up, so there is time to definitely get in and make some equity on your home, especially if you're in it for the long haul. So looking here, homeowner versus a renter in 2021. Wow, that's quite a difference, right? So the net worth of a typical homeowner is about 40 times the net worth of a renter. It is definitely worth taking that step to buy if you've been thinking about it. NAR says that while the booming housing market has contributed significantly to the recovery of the U.S. economy, research has consistently shown that homeownership is also associated with multiple economic and social benefits of individual homeowners. Homeownership has always been an important way to build wealth. And there you have it, your monthly market update for March 2022. I hope you found it informative. Of course, everyone's real estate needs are individually based. So please, if you have questions, concerns about the market, whatever it may be, please reach out to me, buyers and sellers in this market. It is so important to have the right real estate agent in your corner to ensure a smooth transaction, as well as to maximize your results. Let's talk to see how I can help you. If you'd like to continue to receive this type of information, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. You can also find me on Facebook at Homes with Rachel Rajala. Take care, everyone. Stay safe, happy, and healthy.